Hello, and welcome to another KidsKonnect video, where you can learn all about the amazing world around you, with fun and educational facts and worksheets. In today's episode, we're going to learn about the causes of a global conflict between the Axis and Allied powers between 1939 and 1945. Can you guess what it is? It's World War II. Here's a question to think about while you watch. What was the war from 1936 to 1939 that served as a testing ground for new military strategies, tactics, and weapons between the Axis and Allied powers? Watch until the end for the answer. Let's start with why it was called World War II. World War II, or the Second World War, involved many nations worldwide. Unlike previous conflicts, such as the Napoleonic Wars, or the American Civil War, which were primarily regional or limited in scope, World War II engulfed multiple continents. But, because of its complex nature, in this video we'll only explore the key factors that started this cataclysmic war. The reasons for the outbreak of World War II did not occur all at once. It was a product of feelings of betrayal, extreme ideologies, alliances, and fear of another war. First and foremost, the Treaty of Versailles, which was signed in 1919 and officially ended World War I, actually laid the groundwork for future conflicts. The treaty imposed harsh punishment, including high reparations and territorial losses on Germany. It led to economic instability and deep resentment among Germans. And it provided perfect conditions for extremist ideologies. By the 1930s, the world was grappling with the Great Depression. Adolf Hitler's Nazi Party took advantage of economic hardships, unemployment, and social unrest. He blamed the West and its allies for Germany's suffering. And he promised to restore Germany's greatness. In Italy, fascist dictator Benito Mussolini also advocated ideologies of totalitarian rule, territorial expansion, and their superiority. While much of Europe was recovering from the devastation of World War I, the Nazi Party climbed its way to the top of German politics, and Hitler was appointed Chancellor in 1933. From then until 1938, Hitler, the Führer, exercised absolute power. Violating the Treaty of Versailles, Nazi Germany began a covert program to rebuild its military forces, including rearmament of the Rhine, and establishing a stronger military force. Hitler exercised censorship and passed oppressive policies. Part of Hitler's bigger plan was to establish Lebensraum, or living space, for the German people. So he annexed Austria and Czechoslovakia. Unfortunately, the annexation of Austria, or Anschluss, went unpunished, while Czechoslovakia was given as a peace offering by the Western powers following World War I. This is known as the appeasement policy. The appeasement policy, supported by Britain and France, only emboldened Hitler's territorial ambitions. As the Munich Agreement fell, it became clear that diplomatic negotiations alone could not stop his aggression. What many don't realize is that even before Hitler's rise to power in 1933, Imperial Japan, led by Emperor Hirohito, had begun its own expansionist ideology in 1931, with the invasion of Manchuria. Japan's aggression in Asia destabilized the region, and heightened tensions with other world powers, particularly the United States. The unsanctioned imperialism of Germany in Europe, and Imperial Japan in Asia, was blamed on the League of Nations. The League, established after World War I, was expected to promote collective security, and prevent future conflicts. However, its inability to enforce its resolutions, lack of unified action, and the withdrawal of major powers, weakened its authority, and exposed its flaws. As a result, the Axis powers, composed of the tripartite, Germany, Italy, and Japan, were left unopposed. In Europe, the war against Germany began with its invasion of Poland on September 1, 1939. Britain and France honored their alliance with Poland, and declared war on Germany. This triggered a chain reaction of military actions and declarations of war, drawing nations from around the world into the conflict. While Britain and France were struggling in their war efforts, the United States, led by President Franklin Roosevelt, remained neutral until Japan attacked the U.S. Navy base in Hawaii, called Pearl Harbor, on December 7, 1941. Along with entering the war, the Lend-Lease Act was created by the U.S. It provided American aid to members of the Allied powers, such as Britain, France, and the USSR. The U.S. also led the war efforts against Japan in the Pacific. Each of these factors contributed to the complex web of causes that led to the outbreak of World War II, resulting in a devastating global conflict that reshaped the course of history. And now for the answer you've been waiting for. The Spanish Civil War allowed various nations to experiment with military technologies not available during World War I. It's also considered a proxy war between different ideologies. Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy supported General Franco's nationalist forces, and the Soviet Union supported the Republican government. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this lesson, visit KidsKonnect for fun worksheets on many more war and world history topics. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to be the first to know about new content. See you in the next video.